Greetings fellow humans and welcome to October. It's Tuesday the 3rd. I came back from another one of my long weekends in Kent yesterday evening, expecting to have had lots of stuff delivered, and there wasn't really. There was one thing and a post office customs fee to pay card, which is rather annoying. I'll show you something I bought while I was away this weekend. I didn't get any records or CDs. They didn't go in any record shops, really. But I did find there was a Sunday antiques market in Faversham. And when we got there, they were all just packing up their stalls. But someone had got a copy of the Illustrated Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, I have already got 2 copies of this. However, you can see that very shiny, in fact it's sort of holographic silvered cover. This was published, I don't know, sort of 1990, something like that. And that foil cover notoriously peeled away very easily, and so most second-hand copies of this book are not in very good nick. Whereas there was just a couple of tiny scratches on this one. Apart from that, it was in perfect nick. And I picked it up and I sort of said to the guy, how much for that? And he said a £5. And then I opened it up, and on the title page I saw that it was signed by the author. So that's rather good. A signed copy in very good condition of that for £5. And ironically, I've discovered today that one of the long-standing senior members of ZZ9 Plural Z Alpha, which is the Douglas Adams fan club, former president of the club, lives in Faversham, and he missed out on that, and I got it. So, ha ha ha. The one thing that was delivered while I was away here was Cellulosed Bodies by Augustus Muller, which is sort of a soundtrack. And the thing that I had to go and collect from the post office this afternoon after work, let's open that up. Well, I know what's in it because I've peeled off the packing slip which was in the cover. But let's show you what's in it. Finding the best way. I think just tearing the end of it will do. It's come from the United States. Both items, goodness, are still sealed. Gosh, and one of them's still got the shop sticker across the top of it. One of these is Jerry Goldsmith's The Spiral Road, and the other one, wait for this, is Bernstein's Airplane. So that's a Boreas and a La La Land. This is something which very often goes for ridiculous prices, and I got it for $33, which is a non-ridiculous price even when you do add on the end the customs charge. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. And the Goldsmith was $20, so that's not bad, is it really? We'll see what else we get. Thursday the 5th sees the arrival of a large box from Amazon. So we'll take the cake slice of doom to it. I think I know what this is. I've only ordered one thing that could conceivably be big enough for this box. Although you never know, they might have stuck a cable in it or something. Yeah, I think the box was too big. It's Doctor Who and the Daleks, which is a big fat box because it contains all sorts of bits and bobs. Get into the cellophane. I will be retaining that hype sticker off the front. So, get into it. Ooh. Okay. The back thing is just a loose sheet. There is some. They are beyond reason. They wish only to conquer. It says. Let me into the damn thing. Oh yes, we have a lenticular 3D print. This appears to be. It's got kind of sticky back plastic on the back of it. Then we have in a little paper band some art prints. Then we have the soundtrack on vinyl by Malcolm Lockyer. And then we have, dear me, bits falling all over the floor is what we have. We then also have a sort of tray in which is the movie itself. On Blu-ray and 4K. Looks like fun, doesn't it? Let's cut our way into the soundtrack. Cute. Oh, let's have a look at the soundtrack. That's silver screen, regular black vinyl, quite decent thickness, weight to it. Yeah, very nice. Cool. It's Friday the 6th, and I've received something in a plain card envelope from someone in Nottingham, apparently. Let us see what that is. Inside the plain card envelope is a jiffy bag. Inside the jiffy bag with some cut up pieces from another plain card envelope. And inside that is a sealed copy of Beverly Hills Cop, because it was Harold Faltermeyer's birthday yesterday, I think, and I looked at what I had got, and what I had got was the original TER release of Running Man and Top Gun Maverick as well, which he ostensibly contributed to, and that was it. And I thought, that's not very much. for one of the iconic names of 80s film music, I really ought to have at least Beverly Hills Cop, if not anything else. So I went away and I found someone who was selling Beverly Hills Cop. So this is the La La Land 2000 unit edition. Cost me about 30 quid, but there are plenty going around for more than that, so I don't mind. So there we are. Some Harold Faltermeyer. Saturday the 7th now. Amazon theme. I think I know what this is going to be. Never mind the tear strip. Yeah, here we are. It's a new release. Just out. It's The Great Escaper by Craig Armstrong. It's the first bit of Armstrong I've had since Mrs. Lowry and Son, I think, which was 2019. So, mind you, I think there was some non-film albums since then. It's a collaborative classical thing that he did, which might have been last year or the year before, probably 21. Michael Caine, Glenda Jackson's last movie. Look, there she is. Fairly minimal booklet. Composed and arranged by Craig Armstrong, produced by Craig Armstrong, solo piano by Craig Armstrong. Score music programmers Scott Fraser and Jack Armstrong. Whistling by Laura Armstrong and Jack Armstrong. Saxophone recorded by Jack Armstrong. Do you think they might be relatives of Craig? I think they might be. Yeah, so that's on Milan Records. That'll be something for me to play before the next radio show comes on this afternoon. It's Sunday the 8th. It's 6:30 in the evening and getting dark, which is rather depressing. You probably can't tell because I've turned the brightness up on the camera, but yeah, it's very murky. Anyway, I've received a thing about a quarter of an hour ago, so fairly late on a Sunday evening. And it is Goodbye Christopher Robin by Carter Burwell. I've had that in a kind of possibles list for quite a while. I finally pulled the trigger on it. Thought, why not? So that is a Sony Classical release. It's a proper CD. Let's see. Inners for that. Come on, booklet. You see, I have trouble getting these booklets out of these damn cases. There we are. And that's 8-page booklet, something like that. There we are. That'll be something to play in the next few minutes. Tuesday the 10th. Final size thing. This, I think, I ordered a thing from Discogs and it didn't turn up for a couple of weeks. And then I got, as you tend to get from Discogs, one of those emails that says, "Will you rate your order?" And it's like, well, I would if I'd received it. So I went on the transaction page and looked at the order, and they provided a tracking number. So I click through the tracking number, takes me to the Royal Mail website. It says attempted delivery on Saturday the something in September. You know, I was probably shopping. Attempted delivery again on Monday the something in September, and it's like, well, I was probably at work in the office. It's because it says tracking. This is like Royal Mail signed for, so they're expecting you to sign for it. Okay, well, okay. Read delivery options. Pick a day. Tuesday the 10th. You know, I'm not leaving the house on Tuesday the 10th. I'll be here. I'll sign for the damn thing. So all day I've been watching and listening for a doorbell or letterbox rattling. Nothing. Just got to the end of my working day. I went out and said, well, checked in my shed in case anything else had been delivered, and here it is. And it's got written on it, Royal Mail signed for. And you go, but you just put it in my shed and you didn't ask me to sign for it. If you can do that, why didn't you do that 2 weeks ago back in September? Very, very odd. Anyway, let's get into the thing, shall we? Paperwork. No. It is Roberto Nicolosi, Kaltiki, the Immortal Monster, a Mario Bava movie. More Graham Humphreys artwork. Since Drew Struzan retired, I think Graham's probably the kind of the most recognisable current working art worker in this sort of field. Yes, we have a moody interior gatefold. This is Arrow Records. We have looks like Elon Musk, doesn't it? And translucent green vinyl. There we are. It's Wednesday the 11th. Postman's just dropped off something. It's come from Sierra Madre, California. Maybe it'll be treasure. See what I did there. It's Lonely the Brave by Jerry Goldsmith, which I've had as a hooky digital download for years, but nice to get that as a legit. And likewise, Liz Baxter's House of Usher. Very nice. So those are a Varius and an Intrada. Pleased to have those at last. Same day, about an hour later, another delivery. This time it's One Man's Hero by Ernest Troost. It's the first thing I've got by him. So we'll see what that's like. It's a grim and foreboding looking Friday the 13th. Nothing unlucky has happened to me so far today, although it may have done to somebody in the town centre because one of the main roads was blocked off with a load of police cars. However, I've come home to receive a box that says it is from Silver Screen, which means it won't include any Harry Manfredini, despite the day. Let us see what it does include. If I can work out which part of this is the way into it. Those are all sealed edges. That's clearly a... This is very... I really can't tell where the opening is on this. Maybe underneath the shipping label. Just cut everywhere we can see tape and see what happens. Tape. I mean, I could just rip it like some people do, but see what is going on. Yes, you see there was a tucking tab underneath the shipping label where you're not going to know that it's there. Anywho, box. Strange corrugated cardboard. And inside that, 4 things. So what have I got? I have got, and a shipping list. I have got Rawhead Rex by Colin Towns. These are all Silver Screen releases. OVs. Signature, Debbie Wiseman live in concert. The Hitcher. And Good Omens Season 2, David Arnold. This one has only just been released, and so that's the one that was holding everything else up, because I placed that order a good month ago at least. Those will keep me going over the weekend. Yeah. There's 2 discs with stuff on the Good Omens. Yeah. Cool. It's Sunday the 15th, already halfway through October. It's terrible. Years, what the year seems to run by. Despite being 6:15 in the evening, somebody has just delivered an Amazon thing through my door. That. Yeah, it's not a new one. It's Green Book, which is Chris Bowers. Yeah. I just felt that was a gap that I needed to fill. So there we are. That's that for tonight. It is now October the 17th, and the year is hurtling past like a freight train. Something has turned up this morning, which is Dmitry Shostakovich, Ordner, Alone. That's from Momox. Their notifications said it had been delivered last Wednesday, but it clearly hadn't. Obviously a mistake, but here it is now. Jolly good. It's Thursday the 19th, and it's pouring with rain. I've received 2 things which are strapped to each other. I get the feeling they're probably both from the same... Well, I mean, they are the same, aren't they? same packaging. It's Oxfam. I've obviously ordered something from Oxfam. Can you hear that? Is the mic picking up that rain? It's really hammering it down. Not sure how it's best to get into this thing. Oh, there we are. That end's open. So what do we got on this one? Bubble wrap. Okay, this is a Carter Burwell. It's 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Yeah, got that for £6. That's fair enough, isn't it? And then this one. Yeah, this one is a Brian Tyler Power Rangers. And that was £8. Fair enough. It's in pretty pristine condition. Fair enough, aren't they? It's Friday the 20th. When I came home, there were 5 things through my door. 4 of which looked CD shaped, and 1 of which was like smaller and squishier. And what the hell is this? Packing label said cake toppers. I thought, I haven't bought any cake. Looked closer. It was addressed to my next door neighbour. So I've just taken that round to them. I hope they appreciate it. In the meantime, the things that are definitely addressed to me include something in an eBay branded bag. I'm going to be able to get into that without the cake slice, so break our way into there. Okay, this is something I bought years ago. I think when I bought it years ago, it was from Amazon, so it came with like a free digital download. And then the CD turned up, and it just didn't work. It got scratches and things all over it. So I've been using just the digital download ever since, and I eventually thought I need to replace the physical version of that. So I bought one cheap off of eBay. Let's hope this one's in better nick than the last one. It's Vampiros Lesbos Sexadelic Dance Party. Very, very silly music. Quite funky though. Yeah. Next one. Don't know who that's from. Ah, this is another one of my Oxfam purchases. This one is Graham Revell. Revell? Never sure how to pronounce his surname. The TV version of Dune. Is it going to focus on that? No, probably not. So that was all right. That was a tenner. Rubber band. Tear strip on it. This one. Okay, some classical. This is Miklos Rozsa's Viola Concerto and Hungarian Serenade. Yeah, that's on a Naxos disc. And then something from the River People. Yep. Yeah, with a completely broken jewel case. Thanks for just putting it in a cardboard envelope with no packing whatsoever. That will need jewel case replacing. Anyway, it's Bruce Rowland's Far Lap. It's on BSX. You can see the jewel case is just knackered there. Yeah, there's just bits falling off of that inside the cellophane. How nice. Yeah. Disc's fine, but the teeth are all broken. You can see that on there. You probably can't. It's, yeah, it's exactly half the teeth in the CD case are still working there. Oh well. Right, those will keep me going over the weekend though, won't they? Marvellous. Here we are on Saturday the 21st. That was, you can see how slim that is. That easily goes through my letterbox, but the delivery driver didn't bother to put it through the letterbox. He just dropped it on my doorstep. So it was only when I was going outside to put something in the recycling that I spotted it was there. Can't be asked to use letterboxes. Oh well. This one has been on order for a while. It's Joel Goldsmith's Vampirella. 61 minutes of music on that. I haven't got much Joel Goldsmith. I think I've only got 2 or 3. Yeah. See if I can fight my way into that. So this is on Dragon's Domain. There. Classy outfit she's got on there. CD booklets. CDs are the worst bloody design of a packaging you've ever seen, aren't they, really? There. Okay, so 6-page leaflet. That's good timing because I just finished playing the last thing that I'd received. It's now Sunday the 22nd. While I was out in the back garden, another Amazon delivery. This time genuinely was put in the letterbox and not left sitting on the front step. So let us see what we've got today. Oh yes, this is upgrading to my Joel Goldsmith collection, of which I have got very little. And that's Witchblade. Free Clyde music. Don't know who they are, but they're trying to imitate the style of Spines of La La Land. Oh, it's oh dear. The jewel case is falling apart slightly. The inside of that. That makes that look like a really high budget film, doesn't it? We have notes from the writer and the executive producer. Well, there we are. He worked on some quality stuff, didn't he? Monday the 23rd now. I've had 2 things through the letterbox. Well, one through the letterbox and one on the front step. This one has come from Germany. take the cake slice to it and see what it is. This is a Simon Boswell that I ordered. It's a Milan Reese of a thing called Second Best. Let's hope it isn't. And this one is not a purchase, this one is a prize. I entered a contest from the Oxford English Dictionary online. And I think there were 10 winners. I was one of them. So this is a book. The Dictionary People. The Unsung Heroes Who Created the Oxford English Dictionary by Sarah Ogilvie. Signed. Long live the OED, she says. Yeah. That's nice, isn't it? A prize. Bent at the top there. Nice maroon cover. Cool. It's now Tuesday the 24th. I have received something which says it's from Varese, so... And it's got a tear strip. So I don't even need the cake slice. Okay. Within the plastic mailer it's got 2 jiffy bags. And 2 packing slips. So let's see. That's a John Devney. That's Ice Age Collision Course. And Patrick Doyle, Sergeant Stubby, and Charles Bernstein, April Fool's Day. I don't think I've got anything by him before, so that'd be my first of his. Yeah. It's now fast approaching the end of the month. Was it Friday the 27th? A couple of things have arrived today. This CD size feels like maybe a double, just from the weight of it. No, I don't think so. This is a second hand, another Oxfam purchase. Compilation, Joseph Cosma. I heard of Vladimir Cosma. Don't know if they're related, but it's yeah, a compilation of his film music. La Marie du Port, Le Déjeuner sur l'Herbe, Juliette ou la Clé des Songes. Anyway, fingers crossed for that. 1949, 1959, 1951. Yeah, so 40s and 50s kind of music. Oops, this one. I know what this is going to be because I've had several notifications by email about it. It's on its way, it's been delivered. It's stuff. You can tell from that side what it is. Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Slide that off it and then we'll be able to see the gatefold. It's a funky bit of artwork, isn't it? I'm not a completist for Godzilla by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like Michiru Oshima's music, so this is one of hers. Funky splatter vinyl. But, yeah. Oh, it looks like it's a... Ooh. That's dodgy. It says that there are 4 sides, 2 discs. I have only got 1 disc here. I'm going to need to contact the vendor about that. Oh well. It's Monday the 30th, almost at the end of October. I don't normally give updates, but just in reference to those 2 that I received at the end of last week, there was the Godzilla double LP where one of the LPs was missing. I contacted the eBay vendor over the weekend. They have come back to me today. It was like, oh, shock and surprise, I'll send out a replacement. So we'll see if I get a replacement that will either be just disc 2 or will include disc 2. I will keep you posted. And the Joseph Cosma CD, it's rubbish. Not in terms of the music, not Joseph Cosma's fault, but if I had paid more attention to the French language track listings, I might have realised that this is one of those things where it's practically ripped straight from the film, in the sense that there's a bit of the music, but it's got an awful lot of there's lots of tracks of this that are like 95% dialogue and then 5% a little bit of background music on them, and you know, sort of atmosphere and things. So it's like listening to bits of the film. It's like if I wanted the film, I'd have bought a DVD or a Blu-ray. So that's a bit of a disappointment, but I only paid a £5 for it. But yeah, bit of a shame. Today I've received 2 things. Yeah. So one is a jiffy bag. Yeah, from the Netherlands, which means it's Momox. So second-hand CDs. Jewel case is a bit knackered, as it often is from these people, but as long as the disc is all right, we'll see. We'll see. This is John Carpenter's Vampires. Yeah, nicely in time for the end of October and the Halloween season. Yeah. So that's that. And then I've received something which is not soundtrack related. This is a book. This is from the author of Far-Fetched Fiction, Robert Rankin. He used to publish through Victor Gollancz in hardback and Corgi, I think, in paperback. But in recent years, he either gave them up or they gave him up, and he's been self-publishing. He hasn't bothered to get ISBNs for his books, but he publishes through his own website and through his sort of Facebook contacts. And so this is the last part of the final Brentford trilogy called Normangast. There's a pun on Gormenghast. There's Mr. Rankin himself in the back there. Yeah, so I've got all the previous ones. So fingers crossed that that'll be fun. Well, that about wraps it up for October. So until the end of November, stay fresh, cheese bags.